interrupt our regularly scheduled programming to bring you this local Pueblo sports broadcast. This is Csu-Pueblo Thunderwolves basketball on Fox Sports Pueblo, 1350. Let's head courtside and join the voice of the pack, Jim Brooks.
Thank you very much. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Massari Arena for this midweek conference doubleheader as the RMAC this year with only 15 teams in the conference. The odd teams out, they got to figure out a way to play those games, and they come up with Tuesday games during the year. This is the second time the Thunderwolves have had a Tuesday night game during the season. Remember, about 3 weeks ago, took on Colorado Christian up there, and here is our Tuesday night tilt at home this year, and it's against what is called the travel partner of Csu-Pueblo, which is the Mexico Highlands, and that's why they are playing here tonight. Thunderwolves women undefeated on the season, 23-0, third-ranked team nationally, one of only two teams undefeated left in the country. 17-0 in the RMAC. A win tonight clinches a tie for the RMAC title, but they don't want a tie. They want to win it outright, so you probably read Joe's article earlier today, which I did. Been talking to Jim Turgeon, which we will hear in a little bit. I said, hey, Jim, tie isn't good enough. You got to win it outright today. He goes, you know, that's what we decided. So there will be no cutting down of the nets tonight, but the Thunderwolves can clinch a tie for the RMAC title with a victory tonight. Also on the plate this week, it's kind of a weird week. You play this Tuesday game, and then you have to get up, travel on Thursday. The team, I'll be with them, will leave Thursday morning at 6 a.m. on the bus, drive to Cheyenne, switch drivers, drive from Cheyenne over to Salt Lake City. It's about a 9.5 to 10-hour trip, and then you got to factor in lunch, which is about another hour when you got the whole team. So they'll hope to roll in there to Salt Lake around 5 o'clock. The women practice at 6 o'clock on Thursday night. The men will practice at 7. So that's the schedule then. Then we have the ball games on Friday night, which we will have right here on Fox Sports Pueblo as well. We'll come back after this timeout. We'll talk to Jim Turgeon. That all comes your way next. Thunderwolves basketball on Fox Sports Pueblo. Pregame show, and joining us now, head coach Jim Turgeon. Jim was just talking before we went on here. It's kind of a weird week. The last weekend's games, and now we got two this week the way it's set up.
Yeah, it's a Tuesday game, and it's late in the season, and then we just have one game on Friday where we have to go to Salt Lake. So it's very odd. We're changing our practice up a little bit. We're not, that's what I'm worried about most, because we can't have normal practices. But next week's just the opposite. We only have the one game next Saturday, so we'll get to work on our game next week.
I guess the main thing you worry about in a situation like this, when you're such a big favorite in these two ball games, like you say, is pay attention to detail and don't assume anything.
Well, that's what I'm hoping for, that we do our normal, pay attention to detail, execute our stuff, play together, but it has a chance to be sloppy because of practice and the schedule. And we've had a habit of, lately we kind of, at the first half at least, playing to the level of our competition. So we're going to try to avoid that tonight. Our kids are human. We're just going to do the best we can.
Well, if I was going into it, I might slap on a little press early on the game just to get their attention.
I thought about that, and we might do that.
But you don't want to get tired in the same way.
Yeah, I thought about that. But and then the fatigue, and then also every team has a strength. And I think their strength is shooting. Even though their numbers aren't very good, that's when they score is on jump shots. And I'm afraid if we press, we'll give them open jump shots. But, it depends on the tempo of game. You might see press early, you might not. I don't know.
Yeah, and, of course, there's also the distraction. We read the article, of course, by Joe Survey today with you, talking about potential to clinch the tie. But I think a tie doesn't mean much. You got to clinch the whole thing. Isn't that the way you look at it, kind of?
Well, yeah, I'm pretty superstitious, and I would have done what our administrators said, what they wanted us to do. But they left it up to us, and we're not going to cut down nets tonight if we win. We're just, I know I'm boring, but we're just really honestly trying to take one game at a time, and all we've talked about is New Mexico Highlands. We haven't even mentioned, clinching a tie. So, the girls know it, but we haven't really talked about it. We're just going to try to play our game.
Well, forget everybody else. You got my seal of approval. Okay. Let's go into this ball game here tonight against Highlands. This is a team that you played earlier this season. Had one of your better games of the year, I thought, early on and watching it. You guys really got after it.
Yeah, that was almost a complete game for 3 quarters. We really defended. They they couldn't even hardly break the three-point line. We defended so well on the perimeter, and then offensively we got out and ran. We got layups. We got open threes. Now, they've improved since then. They've changed their point guard and made a world of difference, and they played about half and half zone and man last time. Now they're playing all man, and I'm not going to lie to you. Won't be the best man defense we've seen all year, but it's better than it was. So, just like most teams do, they improve as the years gone on, and they've definitely improved.
One thing you've improved, though, is defensively. Your team has come a long way, I think, in the last month.
Yeah, I don't know, right after Christmas break, we kind of got away from that, and that's kind of been a staple for us since I've been here. And we had a couple heart-to-heart practices about our defense, and we've been back since, and teams are really having trouble scoring against us. And when they do, it's a great effort for them to score. Now, we have some breakdowns, but it's been really good, and I'm hoping we continue that tonight.
Well, one thing I always thought it's hard to get across the kids. You play great defense, it leads to great offense because you get in situations where you have advantage, and everybody likes to run the break.
Yeah, my teams have always been that way, and maybe because that's the way I played, defense first. But, I think what's helped us grow our team buy into that over the last 2 years is the success. It's easy. Well, hey, coach might know a little bit about something about defense and offense, and there's no question we're better offensively when we play defense without fouling, get the rebound and go. We're much, much better.
All right, good luck tonight.
All right, thank you.
Thunderwolves head coach Jim Turgeon back in the starting lineups. Opening tip-off all comes your way next. Thunderwolves basketball on Fox Sports Pueblo. And welcome back to the Massari Arena. And we're going to take another quick time out here. We come back, we'll have the starting lineups, the opening tip-off. It all comes your way in 1 minute. Thunderwolves basketball on Fox Sports Pueblo. And welcome back to Massari Arena. Let's join Dave Miller for the starting lineups.
Mexico, number 12, Ida Valencia. A 5'10" freshman from Albuquerque, New Mexico, number 21, Arid Baca. And a 5'10" freshman from Albuquerque, New Mexico, number 24, Juliana Gurley. Head coach of the Cowgirls, Joseph Anders. And now, the starting lineup for your Csu-Pueblo Thunderwolves. A 5'9" junior from Vancouver, Washington, number 32, Tulesu Anderson. A 5'8" junior from Moreno Valley, California, number 14, Taylor Long. A 6'3" sophomore from Greenwood Village, Colorado, number 42, Molly Roar. A 6'1" sophomore from Loomis Valley, California, number 33, Lauren Hines. And a 6' junior from Aurora, Colorado, number 5, K.T. Cunningham. Volunteer assistant Tommy Turgeon, part-time assistant D. Arrieta, assistant coach Tara Moyers, and head coach of the Thunderwolves, Jim Turgeon.
And we thank Dave Miller each and every home game here. We'll bring you the starting lineups. My name is Jim Brooks. Our producer and engineer tonight, Caitlin Norton, here on Fox Sports Pueblo. We also welcome our Stretch internet feed audience on the GoThunderwolves.com site. We sit courtside here at Massari Arena, adjacent to the Thunderwolves bench. Thunderwolves in their home white, blue numerals, red trim. The Mexico Highlands in their road purple with white numerals. A little bit of gray trim sprinkled in there as well. Molly Roar going to jump center here against Juliana Groulet. Advantage Thunderwolves here. Ball's in the air, tap controlled by, well, I missed that one, didn't I? Cowgirls controlled the tap. Ball on the left wing. Up top now, they work around the perimeter. Groulet with it. Works around the screen. He's going to stop and pop from about 18 and hits. Just inside the three-point line. It's a two-point bucket, so the Cowgirls get the early lead. Here's Cunningham. Up top to Tulesu Anderson. Reigning Offensive Player of the Week in the RMAC. Feed outside. Here's a three-pointer by Cunningham. Off the back iron, no good. Hine with the rebound on the baseline. Gets it outside to Csu. Skips it down low to Rohr. Backs her way into the paint. Goes up with the left hand. Missed it. And the rebound ripped away by Cunningham. Lost it out of bounds. Went off the foot of one of the Cowgirls. So it'll belong to the Thunderwolves.
Hey, was that a 2 down here, Mark? Thanks for acknowledging me.
Inbounds pass to Cunningham. Cunningham down low to Rohr. Rohr backs her way in, goes up with the left hand, and missed it in and out. Hine with another offensive rebound. Gives it off to Rohr. In from the right, goes up, left it short, drew the foul. And Molly Rohr will go to the free throw line to shoot a pair. So good hustle in the early going here by Hine to get a couple of offensive rebounds. Fouls on Baca. And he'll send Rohr to the free throw line to shoot a pair. 83% on the year, 85 out of 102. Free throw up, in and out, no good. One more for the sophomore out of Greenwood Village, and she missed a pair. Rebound batted out of bounds by Cunningham, so it last touch play saved by the Cowgirls. Beg your pardon. Good to be the home team. So it will be Taylor Long to trigger it in on the baseline for the Thunderwolves. Inbounds pass wide open. Csu missed the layup. And the rebound to Valencia. So Thunderwolves a slow start, to say the least, here a minute into the ball game. I'm not quite ready to go upset alert, but it's a struggle to start the game here. Here's Schaefer. Up top to Goulet. Starts a drive. Cut off there. Looking back door. Going to hand the ball off now to Valencia. Valencia at the top of the key. Hands it off to Baca. They work around the perimeter. Now outside to Goulet. Goulet, a little crossover. Long three-pointer. In and out. No good. And the rebound to Cunningham. She wants to run it. As Anderson streaking in from the right. Now goes cross-court instead to Rohr down the lane. Cut off. Goes outside. Long's open. Three-pointer on the way. Off the iron. No good. And foul on the Thunderwolves. Cunningham. So it remains 2-0 Cowgirls here. A minute and a half into the first quarter here from Massari Arena. Cowgirls on the year 1-16 in conference play, 2-19 overall against the undefeated third-ranked Thunderwolves. Here's Schaefer up top to Goulet. Goulet dribbles over to the right wing, holds things up there. He's yo-yoing the ball outside here. They're content to run a little clock. Try to play pick and roll. Ball knocked away out of bounds by Long. 9 on the shot clock here. Highlands will have no problem uglying up the process here. They don't care. They don't have to entertain anybody here. They want to keep it close. Inbounds pass to Baca. Baca now back outside to Goulet. 6 on the shot clock. They got to hustle, do something here. Schaefer way outside, drives in, steps back, ball goes off her knee, and it's a shot clock violation. Csu able to strip the ball loose and went right off the knee of Schaefer, and that allowed the shot clock to expire. So Thunderwolves ball here, down 2-0, 7:55 to go in the first quarter. Cunningham brings it across the timeline for the Thunderwolves. Goes left side to Anderson. Anderson now to Hine at the top of the key. Down low to Rohr in the paint. And the ball stripped away and stolen by the Cowgirls. Good play there by Gaudinet. Hands the ball off. Now to Goulet. Goulet will bring it across the timeline. Goes up top with it to Valencia. Dribbles around the screen. Can't get the three out. They switched on her. But back to Baca. Missed from the free throw line. Rebound to Rohr. Back pass now to Cunningham. She brings it across the timeline to the free throw line. Into the corner to Long. She was open. Wouldn't take the shot. Drives baseline. Goes up with a running left-hander. Left it short. Gets her own rebound. Goes outside to Csu Anderson. Anderson steps back. She'll fire a three-pointer. It's off the back iron. No good. Rebound batted to the corner. Long has it in from the left. Shot blocked. Foul. And the Thunderwolves will get to the free throw line.
Hey, did you see Taylor?
Foul called on Schaefer, and that will send Long to the free throw line to shoot a pair. Free throw up, and she missed it. I mean, the Thunder will shoot 78% as a team. Rohr was at the line, 83% free throw shooter. She missed a pair. Long, 86% free throw shooter, missed her first. Second toss. Got it. Thunderwolves break the ice. They won't be shut out tonight. We do have a pitcher's duel right now. It's 2-1, 3 minutes into the game. Goulet brings it across the timeline for the Cowgirls. On the left wing, Jasmine Johnson into the game along with Angie Moore for the Pack. Ball knocked away and stolen by Cunningham. She's ahead of the field, down the lane, lays it in. Thunderwolves get their first lead of the game on the steal and coast-to-coast play by Cunningham. Ball on the left side, Tule-Su gets in the lane and knocks the ball out of bounds. Thunderwolves picking up the intensity on the defensive side here. Woodruff into the ball game now for the Cowgirls. Ball comes outside. And the ball almost knocked free. Johnson going to be called for a foul as she was forcing Woodruff dangerously close to the timeline, but they call a blocking foul on Jasmine Johnson. A little too much body there. So the ball will be inbounded. And the ball knocked away, and Tule-Su has the steal for the Thunderwolves. Fires it ahead to Johnson. Johnson in from the right, goes up and lays it in. 5-2 Thunderwolves. Thunderwolves getting a couple of turnovers and a couple of easy layups to get themselves started here. Here's a trap outside. Got net in trouble. Ball knocked away and stolen again by the Thunderwolves. Handed off to Anderson. Anderson brings it across the timeline. Dribbles to the right wing. Stops and backs out of there. Goes way up top to Hine. Left side to Johnson. Johnson dribbles around a screen. They switch on her, though. Back left side to Hine. She's in from the left. Don't take the shot. Tries to pass off to Moore and threw it away. Sometimes you just got to take the shot. Back the other way come the Cowgirls. Goulet comes out top with it. Two got a net. Onto the right side. To Woodruff down on the block. Bach in the lane. Won't take the shot. Comes outside to Godnet. Faking the three. Driving in with it. Schaefer has the ball poked loose. She dives on it on the deck. Still loose in the corner. Picked up by Jasmine Johnson with the steal. She's trapped. Gets rid of it to Cunningham. Thunderwolves have numbers here. 4-on-2 breakout. Cunningham into the corner. Tule-Su wide open. Three ball on the way. Off the iron. No good. Hine with another offensive rebound. And she banks it. Hine with already 3 offensive rebounds. Timeout taken by the Cowgirls. 5:24 to go here in the first quarter. After a slow start, the Thunderwolves have scored 7 straight. They lead at 7-2. Thunderwolves basketball on Fox Sports Pueblo. And welcome back to Massari Arena. Thunderwolves kicking in gear on defense, and that leads to easy points on the other end. Already 5 turnovers by Highlands. 2 turnovers for the Thunderwolves. Thunderwolves out rebounding them 9-2 as well. Here's Woodruff, hands the ball outside to Schaefer. She drives in from the left, goes up a little, running right-hander good from the left side. Nice move by Schaefer. That makes it 7-4. Thunderwolves on top. Here's Jasmine Johnson for 3. It's good. Jasmine, when she has chance to just step into one like that, it's usually automatic. 10-4. Thunderwolves by 6. Speed up top. Mayava into the ball game. Feeds it down on the block. Return bleed to Mayava. She launches the three-pointer. No good. Jasmine Johnson with the rebound. She'll bring it across the timeline. Fires it left side to Tule-Su on the wing. Fakes. Drives the baseline. Skips it outside to Moore. She's open for 3. It's on the way. Off the back iron. No good. Long rebound. Kicked around and picked up in the lane. Still loose. Picked up by Cunningham. Ball on the right side. Jasmine again steps into a 3. Off the back iron this time. Ball loose in the corner. Chased down by Tule-Su. Fires it outside. Saves it on the deck, but it goes right into the hands of Highlands. Woodruff with the ball. It's good hustle. Just didn't lead to the save. Up top to Schaefer. Schaefer fakes the 3. Now backs out of there. Works around a screen. Now retreats the other way. Tule-Su cuts her off, though. Handed off to Woodruff. Woodruff dribbles around a screen. Left side three-pointer from the corner. On the way. Off the iron. No good by Goulet. Rebound. Tule-Su lost it, but it goes to Beagley. Out to Cunningham. Cunningham across the timeline. Angles to the right wing. Hands it off to Johnson. 10-4. Thunderwolves lead it by 6. Johnson to the top of the key. Goes right side to Cunningham. Beagley posting up, can't find it. They go to Moore instead. Now left side to Johnson. Johnson, one bounce, goes right side to Cunningham. She dribbles into the paint, dishes back to Moore. She's open, 15-footer on the way, good. Give the assist to Cunningham. As always, very unselfish with her play. 12-4, Thunderwolves by 8. Here's Schaefer on the top of the key, left side extended. Now to the top of the key to Mayava. Ball knocked away by Cunningham, but it goes right into the hands of Woodruff. Woodruff on the right wing, about 10 feet behind the three-point circle. Works around the screen, comes way out top with it. To Goulet. Goulet bounces up top. Here's a long 3 on the way, no good. Rebound underneath the Beagley, off the miss by Mayava. to Cunningham. Long feed up ahead to Tule-Su. Raises in from the left. She's called for traveling. She tried to get to the hoop in a hurry and whistled for the travel before she could get that dribble down. Molly Rohr back in. Moore comes out. First time in the game, Katie Jones. And Katie Cunningham gets the rest here with 3:01 to go in the first quarter. 12-4. Thunderwolves lead it. Inbounds pass to Woodruff, and she'll bring it across the timeline for the Cowgirls. Here's it up top to Goulet. Fires it into the corner. Open. Shot on the way. It's off the back iron. No good by Valencia. And the rebound to Johnson. Johnson has long trailing. Finds her in from the right. Goes up underneath. Shot blocked. And the rebound belongs to Valencia. And a foul on the Thunderwolves. Foul is on Long, her first. I think Taylor Long thought she was going to get hit there on that shot attempt, and defense able to avoid her, and she didn't get it up high enough off the glass and missed. So 2:35 to go here, first quarter. Thunderwolves still lead it 12-4. Into the ball game. Tupauta up top, goes left side to Valencia. Valencia holds it there. Now up top, Goulet launches from downtown off the back iron, no good. Bigley with the rebound. Gets the outlet pass to Long. Long will bring it across the timeline for the Thunderwolves. On the right corner of the key, gives it to Jasmine Johnson down the lane. Running right-hander shot blocked nicely. Saved by Johnson. Comes outside to Long. Last touch by Long. It goes out of bounds. It'll belong to the Cowgirls. So the inbounds pass to Woodruff. Woodruff brings it across the timeline. Top. On top of the key. Here's a long jumper on the way. It's good by Valencia. Valencia from downtown makes it 12-7. Thunderwolves lead it by 5. Long brings it across the timeline. Starts the drive, goes into the corner to Johnson. Johnson holds it there. Now to Bigley. Bigley down low to Rohr in her office. Goes up with the right hand and banks it in. Can't give Molly Rohr that spot on the block. It's going to be automatic. 14-7. Thunderwolves lead it by a touchdown. They made the extra point. Ball up top. Melee Tuapata. Onto the right side. Woodruff. Down low. Posting up. Mayava is fouled on the reach-in by Jasmine Johnson, trying to help out that time. So Mayava to the free throw line. She's out of Santa Ana, California. Free throw up and in and out, no good on the year. Mayava, 83%, generally pretty good. 72 out of 87. Neither team setting the world on fire from the free throw line. We're combined 1 of 5 now. I'm telling you, it's Tuesday night, folks. That's the problem. Although that wasn't a good excuse for the Thunderwolves when they just destroyed Colorado Christian earlier this year. Second free throw good. 14-8. Thunderwolves by 6. Cunningham back in the ball game. Brings it across the timeline. Way out top. Gets a screen to the free throw line. Hands it off left side. Jones is open. 3 ball on the way. Got it. I'm telling you, I watch Katie Jones practice all the time. I want her to shoot more. She has got skills. 17-8. Feed down low on the block. Comes into the corner wide open. Schaefer for 3, and she nailed it. 17-11 as the action heats up here. We're under a minute to go in the first quarter. Cunningham right in front of the Highlands bench down the way. Stops. Goes right side to Anderson. Anderson steps back. Lobs it down low to Rohr. Rohr backs her way into the paint. Lost it. Tried to. Well, she didn't lose it. She dished it off to Bigley. And Bigley is fouled.
Foul number 12, Valencia, her first.
Foul on Valencia. It's her first. Bigley at the line. 9 out of 20 from the line this year. Free throw up and rims in and out and in again.
Hey, what's on here?
So she has a chance to get back to the 500 mark here if she can hit this one. On the way, got it. 2 points for Maddie Bigley. 19-11. Thunderwolves by 8 here. Shot clock is off. Thunderwolves go a little half-court trap here. Jones up on Woodruff. Gets rid of it to Gaudinet. Up top. Mayaba onto the left side to Valencia. Dribbles to the free throw line. Stops. 8 seconds ago. Now launches from the free throw line. Missed it. Jones with a rebound. They got time here. 5 seconds to go. Jones now gets it ahead to Cunningham from half court. It's on the way. In and out. No good. Man, oh man, that had a big-time chance. End of one from Massari Arena. The Thunderwolves lead it 19-11. Thunderwolves basketball on Fox Sports Pueblo. 19-11, Thunderwolves by 8. Let's analyze the numbers, shall we? Thunderwolves 37%, Highlands 33%. Each team has hit a couple of three-pointers. Thunderwolves 3 of 6 from the line. They're 1 out of 2. Thunderwolves out-rebounding them 17-4 right now. 9 offensive rebounds. Thunderwolves turn it over 4 times. Highlands 5. Those offensive rebounds are leading to the difference in the game right now. Thunderwolves with more shots. Here's Cunningham bringing it across the timeline. Thunderwolves will get the ball first to Roar at the high post. Turns, faces, goes left side to Cunningham. Fakes, drives in from left, goes outside to Hine. Jumper on the way, missed it. Rebound, Roar has it in the paint, rips it free, gets it to Hine, into the corner to Cunningham. Cunningham back down to Roar. Roar backs her way in, goes left side to Hine. Hine moves in, goes outside to Roar. Into the corner to Long. She's open, won't take the shot. Gives it off to Roar. Roar fakes, drives into the paint. Outside to Hine. She fakes and walks to the ball. Sooner or later, somebody's got to shoot the basketball. I think about 4 different players passed up a shot. I'm all for being unselfish once in a while, but sometimes you got to be the opposite. Give me the ball, shoot it, like you're in the City League. Here's the ball at top. Play number 1. That's right, Joe. Valencia, right side. Here's Schaefer, moves in, 15-footer. Looked like she was hit, no call, and the rebound to Long. Long brings it across the timeline for the Thunderwolves. They're up by 8. Here's Roar, top the key, won't take the 3, goes right side to Cunningham. Cunningham looking for Roar. She got shoved right off the block, now gets the ball, goes outside. Hines open, 3-pointer on the way, off the back iron, no good. Rebound on the baseline, Cunningham has it. Down low to Roar, kicks it away though, it's loose on the deck, Long has it. Long now goes cross court to Hine, fakes, drives the baseline, cut off, gives it off to Roar. Roar outside to Long, Long fakes. And we got the same scenario, and Long finally fires and missed it. Passing up a lot of shots out there, trying to get the assist. Here's Woodruff, brings it across the timeline. On to the left wing, lobs it down to the block. Turning, facing, going up and under Roar, and drew the foul. What a move that was by Baca. And she draws the foul on Molly Roar. Scooped up underneath, and will go to the free throw line for an end one. Got to admire that move by Ari Baca. Freshman out of Albuquerque. Free throw up, in and out, no good. Rebound to Hine. 19-13, Thunderwolves by 6. Long on the right wing. Goes up top to Hine. Hine left side to Anderson. Looks for a screen, has it, dribbles to the free throw line, stops and pops from there, in and out, no good. And the rebound to Schaefer. Hands the ball off to Woodruff, and Woodruff will bring it across the timeline. Dribbles to the left wing. Cut off there. So skips it cross court to Schaefer. Looks for a screen. They switch on her momentarily. Now Csu back up on her drill. Onto the right side to Gaudinet. 7 on the shot clock. Gaudinet drives in. Goes up, running right-hander off the side of the backboard. Shot clock is not reset. 1 on to go. Here's a long shot, and it goes in. A 3-pointer from the left wing. A desperation 3 by Woodruff. And the Cowgirls connect. 7:32 to go here in the first half. Thunderwolves take a timeout. They lead it by 6, 19-16. It's a 30-second timeout. Thunderwolves basketball on Fox Sports Pueblo. Well, Thunderwolves struggling a bit here, and Jim Turgeon knowing it. They've been outscored 5-0 to start this second quarter, and the Cowgirls are within 3. It's 19-16 with 7:32 to go here in the first half. When these two teams met earlier this year in Las Vegas, Thunderwolves had a 40-point lead at the end of 3 quarters. pretty much had their way with the Cowgirls. Long triggers the ball into Cunningham. Cunningham hands it off to Long. They're facing a little three-quarter trap here. Get it ahead, they break it. Hine goes cross-court into the corner. Csu open, three-pointer on the way, got it. Csu Anderson on the board. And it's 22-16. Ball way out top. They go onto the right side to Baca. Baca, almost walked with it. In trouble on the trouble. Well, they're not even trying the 5-second count on her. Now they put it on. Now they get rid of the ball to Valencia. Valencia cut off. Comes outside to Woodruff. Woodruff dribbles around a screen to the baseline. Backs out of there now. Keeps the dribble alive. Dribbles it off her foot. Regains it. Then launches a desperation shot as the shot clock was expiring and misses. Feed up ahead. Csu might have walked with it. Yep. It's almost like the official couldn't believe it there. And he goes, yeah, you know what? That was traveling. By the way, our officials tonight, Roberto Torres, Brian Salazar, and Mark Baca. I don't know which is which. One of them looks like he's about 15. And about an 18-year-old. Then we got a senior citizen, probably like me, about up in his 50s. Feet into the paint, down the lane. Shot blocked by Rohr. Outlet pass to Cunningham. Fires it ahead to Hine. Underneath the basket. Can't grab it and it goes out of bounds. Inbounds pass in the backcourt. Thunderwolves now going to go with their own version of a full court pressure. It's just man-to-man. And they break it finally. Valencia brings it across the timeline. Hounded there by Cunningham, probing for the steal. Drives to the baseline. Katie goes for it and knocks it away out of bounds. Beagley in, Johnson in, Long and Hine come out. Inbounds pass. Comes outside to Gurley. They trap her. She gets rid of it, though. Inside to Baca, left wing. Three-pointer by Valencia. Off the iron, no good. Rebound batted loose in the lane. Cunningham had it for a moment, lost it. Ball knocked away. Comes right back in the hands of Schaefer. She gets rid of it to Valencia. Outside. Hand it off to Gurley. They'll reset. 20 on the shot clock. Thunderwolves lead it 22-16, 5:35 to go here in the quarter. Fake drive into lane by Baca. Shot blocked by Rohr. Rebound to Cunningham. Cunningham cross-court feed, trying to find Jasmine. Streaking in, saves it on the baseline. Comes outside to Beagley. Beagley into the corner to Johnson. Johnson holds it there, gives it off to Anderson. Csu goes a little crossover move into the corner to Rohr. Rohr won't take the baseline jumper, goes to Johnson. Johnson backs out, down low to Rohr. Turns, goes up with a right-hand hook. Looked like a hit there, no call. Rebound to Beagley. Outside to Johnson, steps into a three. It's on the way, got it. Again, Jasmine Johnson, you give her a little bit of time to put the bullet in the chamber, and she's going to hit 25-16. Thunderwolves by 9. Got an Ed on the right side to Baca. Up top to Valencia. Valencia, a little ball fake. Now gives it off to Gurley. Gurley comes left side. Got a net down to the baseline to Baca. Back to Valencia. They play catch around the perimeter. Onto the right side. Gurley, a long three. No good. Rebound to Cunningham. Cunningham now will walk it across the timeline. Gives it off to Beagley. Left side to Anderson. Anderson will work around the screen. Steps back. Will fire. Three-pointer on the way. Swish. You cannot go behind the screen with Csu Anderson. You go behind the screen, she just steps back and kills you. 28-16. Thunderwolves by 12. Here's Baca on the left side to Valencia. Valencia backdoor feed underneath, wide open. Gurley banks it in. That was a nice play. 28-18. Thunderwolves by 10. Left side, Csu with it. Gives it down low to Rohr. Backs her way in. And the ball knocked away and stolen. With the steal, got a net. Hands it off up top to Gurley. Gurley way outside. On the right wing. Gives it up top to Baca. Baca, one bounce, right side to Gurley. Gurley holding there. Comes out top to Schaefer. Shaver thought about the three, looking for a screen. They switch on her. Kills the dribble. Hands the ball off now to Goulet. 5 on the shot clock. Goulet lobs it inside to Schaefer. Runner on the way, no good. Beagley with the rebound. Outlet pass to Cunningham. Cunningham across the timeline. Races right in front of the Highlands bench. Might have pushed off. Gives it off to Johnson up top. Beagley for 3. Why not? In and out, no good. Rebound to Valencia. Beagley hits the deck. 5-on-4 right now for the Cowgirls as they hustle. Valencia on the wing. She'll launch for 3. Missed it. Rebound Cunningham somehow on the baseline. That was a tough rebound there. Brings it across Simon. Long cross-court feed to Tule-Su. Left wing. Nice pass down the lane to Rohr. No call. Now there comes the whistle. I was going to say, my goodness. And the foul is on Baca. And it puts Molly Rohr back to the free throw line. She missed 2 early in the game.
No more thunder. Secondary break.
83% on the year. Free throw up and good this time.
Number 34, Katie Jones.
Ollie's family here tonight. I'm imagining her sisters up there in Rapid City, probably watching us on the Stretch internet feed tonight. Second toss, good. Rohr has 4. On a night like this, when it is the only game in the RMAC, you get a few more viewers on the Stretch internet feed. Sure, some interested parties watching us in Salt Lake City tonight, as we'll be there on Friday night to take on Westminster. Save my spot there along the scorers table. I want that. I don't want to be up top. I want to be down there on the scorers table. They accommodated us last year. We liked it. Ball to the right side. 10 seconds on the shot clock. They go down on the block to Godinette. She's in trouble. Gets rid of it. 5 on the shot clock. Way outside with this Goulet. Now she just jacks one up from 30. Shoots an air ball. Goes out of bounds. It'll be Thunderwolves ball. That's the second time we've had a shot clock violation tonight on the Cowgirls. Cowgirls being directed by an interim head coach, Joseph Anders. Ball on the left side, Tule-Su Anderson. Fakes, now drives the baseline. Stops, comes outside to Moore. Moore now to Jones, right side to Johnson. Johnson moves into the paint, cut up. Nice pick and roll to Beagley. Shot blocked, foul. Nice pick and roll that time by Beagley and Jasmine Johnson. Beagley will go to the line to shoot a pair. Tubuada on the foul. Free throw by Maddie, no good. She'll have one more. On the way and rattles that one in. 31-18. Thunderwolves lead it by 13. 1:50 to go here in the second quarter. Crossover dribble here. Moving in from the right is Woodruff. Now hands the ball off to Godinette. Up top to Schaefer onto the left side. Return feed to Godinette. Lobs it left side. 3 ball on the way by Goulet. Swish. They has 7. Quickly back the other way come the Thunderwolves. Can't get the shot off. They go to Moore at the free throw line. Turns, faces, feeds it to Beagley. In from the left, missed the layup. Back the other way come the Cowgirls. Cross the timeline. Tupuada. Now gives it off to Woodruff. Woodruff directing traffic. Now lobs it to the block to Godinette. Down to the baseline to Tupuada. Bounce pass nicely down the lane. Layup good to Schaefer. That was a well-conceived play. Schaefer was 7. They're back within 8. 31-23. Thunderwolves had the lead up to 13, but now have seen it cut down to 8 here late in the first half. Moore at the free throw line. Goes left side. Here's Jasmine for 3. It's good. Jasmine Johnson with 11. 3 3-pointers here in the first half. 34-23. Thunderwolves by 11. Across the timeline, it's Woodruff. Gives it off to Schaefer. Schaefer works around the screen. She'll launch for 3. It's off the back iron. Long rebound comes way outside to Moore. Hands it off to Johnson. Johnson across the timeline. In from the right, all the way to the hoop. Scoops it up and in. She is fearless. Make no mistake about it, 36-23. Thunderwolves back to that 13-point lead, their biggest of the game. Woodruff dribbles around the screen to the free throw line, goes to the baseline to Csu-Pueblo. She backs in on Moore, goes underneath. Shot blocked by Moore. Rebound comes outside to Gaudet, lobs it inside, stolen by Csu. 1 second to go. Csu from half court as the buzzer sounds. No good. Halftime from Massari Arena. Good finish for the Thunderwolves. They lead at 36-23 as we go to break. Thunderwolves basketball on Fox Sports Pueblo. And welcome back to Massari Arena. Thunderwolves lead at 36-23. A little quick recap. Thunderwolves trailed early 2-0, but they increased out to a 7-2 lead. But Highlands kept it close for the most part in the first quarter. Thunderwolves eventually led it by 8 at the end of one. Highlands scored the first 5 of the second quarter, got it within 3. Thunderwolves then scored the next 9 of the game, opened up a 12-point lead, had the lead up to 13 at 31-18. Highlands bounced back with 5 in a row, but then the Thunderwolves score the final 5 of the half to lead at 36-23. More of our halftime coming up right after this. Thunderwolves basketball on Fox Sports Pueblo. 36-23 here at halftime. Thunderwolves on top by 13. Let's look at the numbers here from the first half. Jasmine Johnson off the bench, 13 points, 5 of 7 from the field, including 3 three-pointers. She leads the way. Csu Anderson had a couple of three-pointers in the second quarter after going scoreless in the first. She has 6. Molly Rohr with 4. Beagley and Jones with 3. Hine, Cunningham, and Moore with 2. Long with 1. Thunderwolves 12 of 31 from the field. That's 39%. They were 6 of 14 from downtown. That's 43%. 6 of 10 from the free throw line. 60%. Highlands in the first half. They're led by Kaylin Schaefer and Juliana Goulet. Each had 7. Woodruff with 3. Valencia with 3. Baca with 2. Mayava with 1. They were 9 of 27 from the field. That's 33%. 4 of 13 from downtown. That's 31%. And 1 of 3 from the free throw line, 33%. Thunderwolves out-rebound them 28-11. That's pretty astonishing right there. Katie Cunningham, as always, she leads the conference in rebounding. She had 6. Beagley with 5 off the bench. Hine with 4. For Highlands, leading rebounders Valencia and Schaefer with 3 apiece. Thunderwolves with 7 assists on their 12 made baskets. 3 of them belong to Katie Cunningham. Hine, Anderson, Beagley, and Moore with 1 each. 6 assists for Highlands. Valencia and Csu-Pueblo had 2. 8 turnovers for each team. Thunderwolves had 3 block shots. They've only got Rohr with 1. I thought Rohr had at least 2 blocks in that first half. Maybe just the 1. Beagley with Moore with 1 each. So 3 as a team. Mayava has the 1 block shot for Highlands. The game was never tied in the first half. We had 1 lead change. Biggest lead for Highlands was 2. Biggest lead for the Thunderwolves was where we're at right now on 2 different occasions at 31-18 and again here at 36-23. Halftime from Massari Arena. Thunderwolves lead at 36-23. Back with the second half right after this. Thunderwolves basketball on Fox Sports Pueblo. 36-23. Thunderwolves lead it by 13. Well, we visited earlier tonight. Brock Davies came by the scorer's table and talked to Joe Serby and myself. Gave us an update on his exploits. He's trying to go pro. In fact, he's declared himself a pro now. Now he just needs somebody to actually cut him a check to pay him to play football. But if you got time, do what I did last night. It's funny that he came by to visit, because last night I was perusing around his website. If you want a link to it, it's brockdavies.com. But you can go to his Facebook page and it links you to that. But it's got all of his highlight reel. Watch some of the crazy stuff. The rugby highlights. Unbelievable. Maybe somebody will give him a shot. We hope so. So, Brock, we know you're listening on the way up. Good luck to you, buddy. Stay in touch. Highlands with the ball first to start this second half. They come out top of it. Shaver down low. Now on the left wing, faking the three. Now they lob it down on the block. Thunderbolts going a little trap here, and they get the steal as Molly Rohr gets it on the interior pass. Back the other way comes Katie Cunningham across the timeline. She's bumped outside and fouled by Ida Valencia.
Foul call number 12, Ida Valencia,
Speaking of Ida, Mom, if you're listening at home tonight on your, well, you know what, her iPad crashed. I have to go over there tomorrow and tune up a new iPad. She usually sits there and listens on the iHeartRadio application. Cunningham in trouble, gets it down low to Rohr, backs her way into the paint, shot block coming over. On the help defense that time was Baca, and she stuffed Rohr. Good double-team defense there by the Cowgirls. Feed up top now to Schaefer. Schaefer onto the left wing to Valencia. Valencia holds it there. Lobs it down into the corner to Schaefer. Schaefer up top now. Godnet on the left wing, actually. Kills the dribble to the high post of Baca. Turns, faces on Rohr, goes up. Shot blocked by Mullen. She gets the rebound. Outlet pass to Cunningham. Cunningham fires it ahead to Long. Long stops on the right wing. Keeps the dribble alive. Works around a screen to the top of the key to the free throw line. Now backs out of there. Goes right side to Tule-Su. Goes down low to Rohr. Ball batted away into the corner. Tule-Su chases it down. Kills the dribble. Comes outside to Hine. Left side to Cunningham. 10 on the shot clock. Down low to Rohr. Rohr wheels. Goes up with the left hand this time and banks it in. That's how you beat the double team. You wheel to the left. And Rohr hits. She has 6, and it's 38-23. Thunderwolves by 15. Ball on the right side. Goulet with it. Picked up by Tule-Su Anderson. Now up top to Godnet onto the left side to Schaefer. Schaefer uses the screen. Steps back. Won't take the three. Drives around Long. In from the right. Pulls up and banks it up short. Rebound. Cunningham has it, and they tie it up on the alternating possession. It'll be Thunderwolves ball. So in my mind, that's a rebound to Cunningham, and then they tie it up. If I'm on the stat crew, that's what I do.
Molly up, dive.
Just saying. Bring it across the timeline. Onto the right side to Long. Long feeds it off now to Rohr. Cut off, double team. Gets rid of it, comes outside. Cunningham open for three. It's in and out, no good. Hine with another offensive rebound, and she banks it in. Lauren Hine working hard on the glass in this game. Stolen by Tule-Su on the inbounds. She jacks one up for three. In and out, heartbreaker. Another rebound to Hine. Good and a foul. Lauren Hine hustling on the glass in this game. And she'll have a chance for the three-point play. I don't know if I'd go so far as to say she's been in a slump lately, but not quite the level of play she had earlier on in the year, but she's getting back in the groove here tonight. Free throw up and missed it off the back iron. Long rebound in the corner, picked up there by the Cowgirls. 42-23. Thunderwolves lead by 19. Here's a little crossover move outside by Woodruff. Now onto the left side, or Valencia with it now. Now up top to Csu-Pueblo. She drives down the lane and missed. Foul called on Molly Rohr.
Foul call number 42, Molly Rohr.
It's foul number 2 on Molly. And at the line, Csu-Pueblo. Free throw good. She's out of Oakland, California. First point of the game. 53% on the line this year. Second toss. Got them both. 42-25. Thunderwolves by 17. Cunningham works around a screen to the top of the key. Comes left side to Tule-Su. She's wide open. 3 ball on the way. Off the back iron, no good. And the rebound belongs to Csu-Pueblo. Hands it off now to Woodruff. Woodruff will bring it across the timeline. Down to there by Tule-Su. Kills the dribble. Gives it off to Schaefer. Schaefer works around a screen. Goes left side. Cunningham went for the steal. Doesn't get it. Batted it outside. Valencia had to chase it down. 10 on the shot clock. Valencia comes up top. Csu-Pueblo onto the right side to to Woodruff. 4 on the shot clock. Nice dish in the lane. Schaefer, turnaround shot, missed it. And rebound to Hine again. Gets the outlet pass to Anderson. Anderson across the timeline to the free throw line. Into the corner of the long. She's open. 3 ball on the way. Short. And the rebound batted into the corner. Picked up there by Valencia. Ahead to Schaefer. She'll bring, or Woodruff rather. She brings it across the timeline to the free throw line. Back pass now to Csu-Pueblo. She drives into the corner. Faking the jumper there has got a net. Down low. Turnaround shot on the way. It's good. Nice move there by Caitlin Schaefer. She got it up over Cunningham. 42-27. 4 in a row now for the Cowgirls to get it back within 15 here. Tulesu on the left wing. Uses the screen, steps back, can't get the 3 off though, goes to Hine. Hine should wheel into the paint, she does, goes up with the right hand, left it short, but she drew the foul.
Number 11, Morgan Gadanet, for second.
And the foul on Gadanet is her second. I think that's the next evolution in the game for Lauren Hine, become more skilled offensively. Would get that ball and immediately go to the hoop. Catch that defense off guard. Free throw up and good. Defensively, she just provides a great post presence in there with Rohr. Hits the second free throw. She has 8. It's 44-27. Thunderwolves by 17. Back across the timeline comes Woodruff. Out top to Gadanet. Now the Csu-Pueblo ball knocked away and stolen by Tulesu. She has Jasmine ahead. Feeds it to her. In for the left. Cut off there, though, by Csu-Pueblo. Nice back pass to Hine. Now outside to Johnson. Johnson gives it to Cunningham. Down low. Rohr is open. Goes up. Foul. And Molly Rohr will go to the free throw line as Csu-Pueblo came over and belted her. Second foul on Melee. So Rohr tonight, 2 of 4 from the stripe. First toss up and good. Kind of a quiet night so far for Molly, but her game rises as the tempo of the game and the importance of the game rises. She rises to the occasion. I don't think this game quite has her attention, if you know what I mean. 46-27, Thunderwolves by 19. Bad pass thrown away, and it turns over to the Thunderwolves. Rohr will come out. Angie Moore and Beagley come in. Hine also coming out. So Beagley, a pretty good stint in the first half, had 5 rebounds. Also chipped in with 3 points. Here is Jasmine Johnson to the free throw line. Stops and pops, missed it, but Beagley had to rebound, batted out of bounds. And it'll belong to the Thunderwolves. As Mayava came over and stripped Beagley of the ball. Jasmine on the baseline will trigger it in. Goes outside. Moore's open. Free throw line jumper. Swish. Angie Moore has 4. 48-27. Thunderwolves by 21. 5 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Remember, men's game to follow tonight. Roughly around 7:30. That's the earliest it can start. Or 20 minutes after the women's game ends. Here's a feed, and the ball knocked away by Beagley and stolen by Moore. Long down court feed to Johnson. Johnson kills the dribble. She wanted to go to Beagley. Wasn't quite there. Now goes to Cunningham. Katie directing traffic. Oh, the presence of that gigantic point guard. It helps. Backdoor feed to Johnson. A beauty from Moore. Johnson has 15. Angie Moore threaded the needle there. 50-27. Thunderwolves by 23. Feed on the right side. Driving the baseline. Woodruff stops. Now comes way outside. Schaefer fakes. Pulls up. 18-footer on the way. Off the back iron. No good. Johnson with the rebound. She'll bring it out of there herself. Across the timeline. Fires it ahead. Streaking in from the right. Cunningham missed the layup. And the rebound underneath belongs to Mayava. Long feed up ahead on the right side to Valencia. Valencia holds it. Now out top to Gadanet. Gadanet kills the dribble to Valencia. Valencia tried to work around the screen, but Cunningham jumped her on the switch. Gets rid of it, down to the baseline, backing her way in. Shot no good. Rebound to Johnson off the miss from Mayava. Long feed up ahead. Tule-Su down the lane. Layup. And there's the late whistle and the foul. She missed the layup, so the whistle came out. But the reason she missed the layup is her legs got taken out from under her. And we have immediate timeout. 3:33 to go here in the third quarter. Thunderwolves lead at 50-27. Thunderwolves basketball on Fox Sports Pueblo. Yeah. 50-27. Thunderwolves on top. Oh, one of the old classic stadium anthems. The Village People. Everybody loves it. Everybody dancing in the aisles. Young and old alike. It beats the crap they play for the most part during the game here. I mean, the music selection is just awful. Pre-game, during the game, except when they go back, there. Old school is the best school, in my opinion. All the other music they play makes you want to hide the razor blades. Here's Tule-Su Anderson at the free throw line. How's that for a condemnation of that music? Here's Tule-Su's free throw up and good. Tule-Su on the year, back to 80% from the line. Fell below that mark for a while this year, but of late has been on the mark. Thunderwolves on a 9-0 run right now. Second toss good. 8 for Tule-Su, and she'll get a break as Katie Jones will check in. And it is Woodruff bringing it across the timeline. On the right wing. Dribbled around a high screen, cut off at the top of the key. Ball into the corner quickly. Valencia's jumper is off the iron, no good. Rebound batted out of bounds by Jones, and it'll belong to the Cowgirls. She had the position that time on Baca, but Baca was jumping up there with her, forced the ball to be knocked away. Ball comes out top. Schaefer thought about the three. Goes down inside instead to Mayava. Back to Schaefer. Running right-hander down the lane. Left it short, but she drew the foul. Foul on Jasmine is his third. I kind of like this Kaylin Schaefer. Not bashful. She's a junior out of Phoenix, Arizona. 75% from the free throw line this year. She's in double figures tonight now with 10. She averages 8.5 a game. Her leading scorer is Mayava. Comes off the bench and chips in 13.5 a game. But so far tonight, she only has one. Second free throw, no good, but they get the offensive rebound to Mayava. Now on the right side, Woodruff with it. Dribbles around a screen. Now comes way outside to Schaefer. 18 on the shot clock. 2:55 to go here, third quarter. Thunderwolves lead at 52-28. Ball knocked away and stolen by Moore. Hands it off to Jones. Jones now to the free throw line. Stops there. Now backs out of there with the right hand dribble. Hands it off to Long. Long running the point now with Cunningham on the bench. Feet down low. Ball kicked away by Schaefer. No harm, no foul. Shot clock at 20, so no reset. Schaefer comes out, and Juliana Groulet back in, the freshman out of Albuquerque. Inbounds pass to Long. Long on the right wing, directing traffic. Yo-yoing it outside, gives it off to Johnson. 12 on the shot clock. Jasmine goes right side to Long. Now drives into the paint. Stops. Back pass to Moore. She's open. 15-footer on the way. Left it short. Rebound to Long. Down the lane. Scoops it up and in. Taylor Long's first field goal tonight. She has 3 in the game. It's 54-28. Thunderwolves lead it by 26. Feed down on the block. Mayava feeds it into the corner. Three-pointer on the way off the side of the backboard by Woodruff. Rebound underneath for the Thunderwolves. Johnson with it. Long feed up ahead and thrown away. She was trying to hit Jones, streaking in from the left. Defensive play by Valencia. She stops, hands the ball off in the lane to Baca. Now loses it. Goes into the corner to chase it down. Cross-court feed to Woodruff. Woodruff down on the block. Now quickly back outside to keep it hot. Valencia doesn't take the jumper. Goes with a running right-hander instead. Missed it. Long with the rebound underneath the hoop. She'll bring it across the timeline. Dribbles to the top of the key. Now holds things up. Gives it off to Jones. She's open. 3 ball on the way. This time she missed it. Rebound batted outside to Long. Long will hold things up. Back to Jones. Now to Angie Moore. She'll step into a 3-ball off the front iron, no good. And the rebound underneath to Valencia. She hands it off to Woodruff, and Woodruff will bring it across the timeline. 1:15 to go here, third quarter. Thunderwolves lead at 54-28. Dribbling around the screen, Goulet with it. Now to the top of the key, hands the ball off, knocked away and stolen by Johnson to Beagley. Johnson now down the lane, goes up with the left hand and hits Jasmine Johnson. She's fearless. She has 17, 56-28. Thunderwolves have doubled up the Cowgirls here, under a minute to go in the third quarter. Here's pressure in the corner. Woodruff dribbles out of the trouble. Now goes left side to Goulet. Back to Woodruff to Goulet. Into the corner. Valencia lobs it down on the block to Mayava. Fakes. She's double teamed. Strip. Foul called on. Who is this foul going to be on? First chance for the fans to rip an official tonight. Fourth foul on Jasmine Johnson. I mean, they've been pretty mild tonight, but that one left a lot to be desired. Free throw good by Mayava.
Free throw break. In the two. Let's go.
Second toss. Good. Got a net back in the game now for the Cowgirls. Inbounds pass along. They face a little bit of pressure here. Just man-to-man pressure. And now you just break it and bring it across. Everybody clears out. Right side. Annika Rowe in the game now for the Thunderwolves. She drives the baseline. Cut off. Now dribbles it back outside to Long. Long fakes. Drives to the free throw line. Tried to dish it off to Moore and threw it away. Stolen away by Valencia. She brings it across the timeline. Cross court. Feet of beauty down the lane. Missed the layup, though, by Goulet. And the rebound to Moore. Back the other way come the Thunderwolves. Last shot time here. We're down to 12 seconds to go in the quarter. Long on the left wing. Moves in. Cut off there. Works around a screen. Steps back. Will fire. A three-pointer on the way. Missed it badly. And the rebound kicked away out of bounds. Thunderwolves going to have a chance here with 1.7. Although they give the ball to the Cowgirls. In fact, that ball was kicked out of bounds by the Cowgirls, but... And here's a long one-handed shot. Man, that's a good arm there. Sign her up. Justina Woodruff came close. End of three. Thunderwolves lead at 56-30. Thunderwolves basketball on Fox Sports Pueblo. (56-30). Thunderwolves by 26. Thunderwolves come back with their starters here to start this fourth quarter. Thunderwolves 39% for the game, 19-49. Highlands 10-37, 27%. Thunderwolves continue to dominate on the boards, 41-20 rebounding advantage. Ball in the corner, Long, three on the way, short. Wrong rebound, goes into the hands of Long. Long will bring it across the timeline. Dribbles to the left wing, holds things up, gives it to Cunningham, now to Hine. Right side to Tule-Su. Anderson dribbles around a screen to the free throw line. Down the lane she goes, kicks it outside to Cunningham, won't take the jumper. Oh no, here's an injury as Tule-Su Anderson blows out the right ankle. Man, this doesn't look good. Holding her right ankle here as she came down after throwing the pass away. That's one of the things, the biggest fear you have, you're a Thunderwolves fan, when you're going so well with the record the way it is coming up with an injury to one of your stars. And ankles, you never know. You just hope it's just a sprain. Sometimes you get up from one of these, you go get taped, and you're right back in the game. Other times it might be 3 weeks. We'll find out here. As Tule-Su Anderson on the baseline here. Looked kind of harmless. She came around the left wing, passed the ball off, and then probably stepped on somebody's foot and went down on the baseline. And kind of a hush over the fans here at Massari Arena. They continue to work on her just down to the left here. But I know in my preparations for the game, that's you look at this week, what the Thunderwolves have, that's your biggest fear. When these games are, when you're going to be the favorite, you just want to escape them. without something devastating happen when you've got so many good things happening for you on the season, and this would just be crushing if she is out for any amount of time here. But it is her right ankle, and they continue to work on it down on the baseline. We'll go ahead and take a timeout. We'll come back in a minute. Thunderwolves lead at 56-30. Thunderwolves basketball on Fox Sports Pueblo.
Burger King presents Breakfast Stories. Today's story, Bob and the 2 for $4 croissant.
So, here's a doozy. I'm eating my 2 croissant for $4, you know? And this lady comes over, making big moon eyes. And I'm like, keep your paws off my other croissant, ma'am.
Great story, Bob. Thick cut bacon and eggs on a flaky croissant. Hey, this is not breakfast. This is a Burger King breakfast. Get 2 croissant sandwiches now for just $4. Only at Burger King. Price and participation vary.
And Tule Sue Anderson up and putting a little bit of... Nope, they got her... It's her right ankle, and she's not putting any weight on it, so they're going to go take a look at it over here. They've got a little trainer's table down to our left here, just adjacent to the bleachers, and they'll get her up on there and examine it. So Jasmine Johnson checks into the game here. Bounce pass to Cunningham. Cunningham on the left side to Johnson. Johnson works around a screen, drives the baseline. 7 on the shot clock, dribbles into the paint. Running right hand, scoop shot up, no good. And the rebound to Gaudinet. And ahead, across the timeline comes Woodruff. Woodruff onto the left wing, into the corner. Long shot on the way off the back iron, no good by Goulet. And the rebound to Cunningham. Cunningham now will bring it across the timeline. Fires it on the right side to Johnson. Johnson works around a screen to the free throw line. Cut off there. Now backs out of there. Gives it off to Cunningham. Cunningham up top to Rohr. Onto the right side to Johnson. Johnson has the ball knocked away. She tried to get it down low to Hine, and the ball batted away, and Highlands has a steal here with 8:45 to go in the fourth quarter. Thunderwolves lead at 56-30. At the top of the key, dribbling to the left wing, and a foul on the Thunderwolves is going to be on Long on the block.
Taylor Long, her second.
Inbounds pass, quick jumper on the way by Bach off the iron, no good. Hine with the rebound, hands it off to Johnson. Johnson now will bring it across the timeline for the Thunderwolves. Gives it off to Hine. Hine left side to Long. Long dribbles to the top of the key. Holds up there, comes left side to Cunningham. She's open, long jumper on the way, got it. Katie Cunningham hits from downtown. Makes it 59-30. Thunderwolves by 29. Across the timeline with it, Goulet. Onto the right wing. Holds things up. Lobs it down on the block. Turning, coming outside with it to Woodruff. Down to the baseline to Gaudinet. She pulls up. Shot blocked by Hine. Rebound to Long. Long now. She'll bring it across the timeline. Fires it ahead to Cunningham. Cunningham works around a screen. Steps back. Goes right side to Johnson. She's open. Three-pointer on the way off the back iron. No good. And the rebound there to Baca. Outlet pass. They get it ahead now to Woodruff. And Woodruff will bring it across the timeline. Down low, turning, faking, nice move there. Going up, shot block, foul on Molly Rohr.
Molly Rohr, her third.
Third foul on Molly Rohr. And it's Ari Baca at the free throw line. Baca's 76% on the year. She averages 9 points a game, but only has 2 tonight, and she's 0 for 2 from the free throw line. Free throw by Baca is short. She missed a pair, but they get the rebound as Csu-Pueblo got it. So they get another chance at it here. Dribble around the perimeter onto the right side. Into the ballgame, Lexi Collins now for the Cowgirls. Gives it off to Schaefer. She drives the baseline, feeds it into the corner to Woodruff. Now down low, nice move up, good, and a foul on Hine. And to the free throw line, it'll be Ari Baca. Good strong move to the hoop there. That's 4 points for Baca. Chance for the three-point play. That's foul number 1 on Lauren Hine. Free throw no good. Got the score 58-32, so evidently Cunningham's jumper was a two-pointer. We'll check on that. Here's Johnson to the free throw line, right side to Long, down low to Rohr. Backs her way into the paint, goes up with the left hand and hits. Molly Rohr in double figures, she has 10. We're going to go at the scoreboard for now, 60-30. 60-32 rather. Thunderwolves on top. Here's Woodruff onto the left side to Schaefer. Schaefer now up top to Woodruff. Woodruff on the left side to Schaefer. Schaefer holds it there. Now dribbles to the top of the key to the free throw line. Stops and pops there. Missed it, left it short. Long rebound, foul on the Cowgirls going over the back here, or a push off. See who they take it. Maybe, yep, that's what I thought. Tupo Uada on the foul call. Hine and Rohr come out of the game. Beagley and Moore in for the Thunderwolves. I'd imagine in a couple minutes we'll see the rest of the bench come in the game. Long brings it across the timeline. Left side, Johnson dribbles around a screen, steps back, and ball knocked away out of bounds. Last touched by the Cowgirls. The referees are kind of uncomfortably close there, Joe, weren't they, when they're discussing that call? It bounced past along on the left wing. Now to Moore. Turns, faces shot. Good. They call her for traveling. And the inbounds pass, coming ahead with it now is Woodruff. Woodruff onto the right wing, dribbles around a screen to the free throw line, hands the ball off to Schaefer. Schaefer angles out to the outside, holds up there, goes down on the block. Ball knocked away by Beagley. Beagley's played a pretty good game here tonight. Long across the timeline for the Thunderwolves, up top to Moore. Moore one bounce to Jasmine Johnson. Holds things up, goes right side. Jones is open. Jumper on the way. Short. Rebound. Johnson in the paint. She'll dribble it out of there. Outside. Beagley for three. Way off the mark. Rebound to Moore. Back to Beagley. In from the right. Running right-hander. Messed it short, but she was fouled. Took a shot to the hip, it looked like that time on her way by. And the foul will be called on Lexi Collins. Beagley to the line. Free throw up and in and out. No good. She'll have one more. She has hit 3 free throws tonight. 3 of 5 right now. On the year, one shot short of the 50% mark. This would get her right back to 50 again if she can hit. And she missed that one too. In and out. Carbon copy. So it remains 60-32. Thunderwolves ahead by 28 here. Dribble around a screen to the free throw line. They lob it into the corner. As Ashlyn Trujillo's into the game now for the Cowgirls. 5:10 to go here, fourth quarter. Dribble around a screen is Woodruff. Into the corner. Faking, driving into the paint. Nice move there. Running right-hander up and in by Ashlyn Trujillo. 60-34. Thunderwolves by 26. Jasmine Johnson on the right wing. Dribbles around a screen to the free throw line. Down the lane, goes up with the left-hander. Missed it, but she drew the foul. Johnson, that great ability just to keep working toward the hoop and able to draw contact. Timeout on the court, 60-34. Thunderwolves by 26. Thunderwolves basketball on Fox Sports Pueblo. Welcome back to Massari Arena. Jasmine Johnson step into the free throw line. Just ran down to check on Tule Sioux for a little bit there. Definitely some swelling, little discoloration going on there. They're hoping it's a sprained ankle. That's what you're hoping for. So we'll just have to see how it turns out. I'd imagine an X-rays in her future. Free throw's good for Jasmine Johnson. Johnson will come out, and Anna Garreau checks in. Jasmine Johnson, she'll finish the night with 19 points. 62-34. On the left side, Schaefer with it. Holds things up, comes up top to Baca. Baca now to Schaefer. Onto the right side to Trujillo. Into the corner to Gaudinet. Down on the baseline, backing her way in. Shot on the way good. I tell you what, Ashlyn Trujillo's come off the bench. She's not afraid to take it to the basket. 62-36. Here's Long handing the ball off now to Jones. Jones holds it there, gives it to Beagley. Beagley lobs it inside to Moore. Wheels, goes up, and offensive foul. All referees are old point guards. They just don't respect anybody in the pivot. So the inbounds pass here to Valencia. And Valencia will bring it across the timeline. 4:05 to go here in the fourth quarter. Thunderwolves lead at 62-36. Feet outside, faking the jumper. Schaefer drives into the paint. She drew the foul before the shot. And the foul called on Katie Jones. That's her first. So it'll be free throws for Kaylin Schaefer. Free throw on the way, off the back iron, no good. So Schaefer now 1 out of 3 from the stripe tonight. 10 points in the game. Junior out of Phoenix, Arizona. Free throw up, good. So 1 out of 2 on this trip, 2 for 4 for the night, 11 points in the game. 62-37. Thunderwolves lead it by 25. Jones open, won't take that jumper. She hit one earlier tonight. Beagley into the corner. Jones drives the baseline, stops and pops from 15, drew the foul. Foul will be called on Valencia.
Foul call number 12, Ida Valencia, her third.
So Jones to the line to shoot a pair. 7 of 9 from the free throw line this year, 78%. Junior out of Baldwin, Kansas. Free throw up and good. (63-37). One more for Jones. It's on the way, in and out. Beagley with a rebound on the baseline, chases it down, saves it, but it comes into the hands of Baca. Ahead now to Valencia. She'll bring it across the timeline. Onto the right wing, holds it there. Now they lob it down low on the block, turning, facing, can't get the shot off. And the ball knocked away out of bounds. Last touched by the Thunderwolves, and looked like Beagley took a shot to the chops here. She gathering herself, making sure the nose isn't bleeding, I think, is what either that or got hit in the eye here. Training staff is all around Tule Sue Anderson, so now we got to come out. Yep. Well, Maddie had this problem last year. Remember, she wore the mask when she got hit in the nose, and I think she might have the same fate here. And she got hit right across the nose. So they might have to bring the old mask out of retirement again from last year. Good news is there was no blood as she was coming over here to the sideline, but it didn't look good. Free throw is good by Baca. She now has 5 points again. That's her first hit from the free throw line. She'd missed 4 in a row before that. Normally pretty good from the line, 76%. She's dialed it back in now. She has 6. It is 63-39. Chelsea Vallejo's into the ball game now for the Thunderwolves. Also in there, Kaya Adams hands it off to Garreau. Garreau to Petrovic, who's in. Top to Moore. She's open. Three-pointer on the way. Off the back iron, no good. And rebound to the baseline. Chased down there by Schaefer. She'll bring it across the timeline for the Cowgirls. Onto the left wing. Gives it off up top to Valencia. Down low, turning, going up. Foul on Moore. As taken into the hoop, Ari Baca. So Baca right back to the stripe after hitting a pair. Foul on Angie Moore is her second. Free throw up short. So we thought Ari had dialed it all in. After missing 4 in a row, she hit 2 straight, but now missed that one. She'll have one more. Freshman out of Albuquerque. She hits that one. Highlands is to return to some sort of prominence in the conference. They're going to have to rely on players like Baca, the freshman, to build upon. Goulet, not a bad-looking player as well. Ball outside, knocked away and stolen. Here coming the other way is Woodruff. In from the left, layup good. Nice play by Woodruff. She has 5. It's 63-42. 21-point lead here for the Thunderbolts. 2.5 minutes to go. Fed to Moore, free throw line, turns and fires and hits. 65-42. Thunderbolts by 23. Another great defensive effort by the Tribe here tonight. Into the corner, Valencia with it. Lobs it down inside. They come outside. Long three by Schaefer. In and out, no good. Rebound batted out of bounds. Last touch by the Cowgirls. And Chandler Bobby now will check in for the Thunderwolves. And Petrovic will come out. Inbounds pass to Bobby. Bobby will bring it across the timeline, breaking the pressure. Dribbles to the right wing. Outside to Guerreau. Guerreau dribbles to the free throw line. Dribbles in, running left-hander shot. Partially deflected, then off the side of the backboard and recovered by the Cowgirls. Here is Valencia. Ball kicked away by Bobby. 22 on the shot clock, 1:43 to go here in the game. Thunderwolves lead at 65-42. Men's game to follow. Looks like we'll start on time tonight at 7:30. Is this game ending sooner than most? What you'd expect that in a point spread that we have right here as the Thunderwolves lead it by 23. Here's a drive to the hoop by Woodruff. Hands it off outside. Schaefer fakes the three. Drives in from right. Steps back. Little crossover move. Can't get the shot off. Covered up there by Guerreau. Now hands it off to Woodruff. In from the left. Goes up. Running left-hander. Drew the foul. That's going to be another foul on Angie Moore. That'll be her third. So to the free throw line, it will be Jacina Woodruff, senior out of El Paso, Texas. Left-hander, flips it up, off the back iron, no good. They have struggled as a team from the free throw line here tonight. Second toss, good. 11 out of 20 now from the free throw line are the Cowgirls. As Woodruff gets 1 out of 2. She has 6 points in the game. It's 65-43. Thunderwolves by 22. 1:27 to go here. Inbounds pass to Vallejos. Vallejos going to bring it across the timeline. Gives it off to Bobby. Bobby down low to Moore. Turns, faces. Nice dish to Adams. In from the right. Lays it in. Ty Adams gets into the scorebook. 67-43. Nice dish from Moore. Long feet up ahead into the corner. Trujillo feeds it up top to Valencia. Valencia to the free throw line to Csu-Pueblo. Hands it off. Now he comes outside, stepping into a three. Valencia off the iron, no good. Rebound batted out to the baseline. It'll belong to the Thunderbolts. Last touch by Csu-Pueblo. Beagley back in. And no worse for the wear. Looks like she's all right. They don't even tape up that nose. I thought, she's got the war wounds from last year. It's bloodied up a little bit maybe here. Actually, I didn't even see any blood. Here's a steal in the backcourt. Layup good. I tell you what, Ashlyn Trujillo making the most of her minutes here late in the game. She has 6, 67-45. Vallejos brings it across the timeline into the corner to Garreau. Back to Vallejos. Vallejos drives in, pulls up from 10 and hits. Vallejos for their first bucket. 69-45. 32 seconds to go. Cowgirls on the right wing with it. Feed it up top. Down on the block. Turning, facing, coming outside with it. Drive to the baseline. Trujillo dishes inside, and then Kai Adams knocked the ball away and stole it. Thunderwolves now can just hold it. They fired ahead to Garreau. Garreau to the baseline. Stops, lobs it cross court to Bobby. She'll launch the three-pointer. Off the iron, no good. Rebound loose in the lane. Beagley has it. Now she'll just come out of there with it. Fires it outside to Vallejos, and she'll hold it. 4 seconds to go. 3 seconds, 2 seconds. That will do it. Thunderwolves win it 69-45. We'll talk with Jasmine Johnson as well as the head coach Jim Turgeon. We'll get an update on Tule Sue Anderson, the most update we can get. That all comes your way. Thunderwolves postgame show on Fox Sports Pueblo. And welcome back to Massari Arena. Thunderwolves win the ball game. Final score 69-45. We're going to talk with Jim Turgeon and Jasmine Johnson here in a little bit after our first initial segment here. Thunderwolves opened up. They actually trailed early on 2-0. Got the lead at 3-2. Never trailed from there on out. Although Highlands made a game of it for a while. They pulled within 3 early on in the second quarter at 19-16. Thunderwolves then raced out to a 12-point lead, got it to 13 points at 31-18. Highlands scored 5 in a row to make it 31-23, but then the Thunderwolves closed out the first half with 5 in a row, opened up the second half with 6 in a row. Highlands got it back to 42-27, but then the Thunderwolves went on a 10-0 run to lead 52-27, and it just kind of coasted from there on out. The big news of the ball game, though, injury to Tule Sue Anderson to her right foot ankle area. They're thinking right now it's a foot. That's what they're really hoping it is right now. I was hoping it might be just an ankle sprain, but we'll see. We'll talk to the head coach Jim Turgeon, see what his preliminary thoughts are about it. And that'll be what we have in store here coming to you shortly in the postgame show. Once again, Thunderwolves win it. Final score 69-45. Back with more right after this. Thunderwolves basketball on Fox Sports Pueblo. And welcome back to Massari Arena. Thunderwolves win the ball game 69-45. And Jim Turgeon joining us here courtside after the ball game. Jim, I guess thing on everybody's mind, the condition of Tule Sue Anderson. What do you know?
Well, she's getting an X-ray right now, so we'll see. I don't know. I don't want to speculate.
I guess best case scenario, you just hope it's some kind of sprain.
Yeah,
it didn't look good down there.
Yeah, it really didn't. And I thought I've been doing this a long time, and I don't want to be negative. And as my assistant called me Debbie Downer, but I could have swore I heard a pop, a snap. But hopefully it's not. And this is unfortunate. Whatever it is, it's unfortunate. But we'll just pray and hope she's okay.
All right, that's the thing to overcome in the ball game. But for the most part, kind of the game you'd kind of expect coming in and playing an opponent tonight when you've got them overmatched. It kind of gave you a little bit of a game early, but once you decided to kick it in gear, it seemed like the team took care of business.
Yeah, I had a feeling it was going to be ugly. The opponent, style of play, us being tired. I kind of thought it was going to be ugly, but, we made enough plays to, get it where it should be. I'm worried about our game Thursday. I don't want to jump ahead here. I know you want to talk about this game, but, tomorrow we're not going to practice. Then we get up Thursday morning and drive to Salt Lake. So, we really need to get in the gym. You can tell our offense isn't snapping like it usually is, and we really need to get in the gym and work on our offense. But we don't have that luxury, and we just got to hope we're still able to win games.
Yeah, that's the thing. Just got to get past this week, get past the game Friday, then you get a chance to regroup. You only have the one game the next week. I guess that's the next biggest challenge right now for the ball club.
then we don't play till the next Saturday. So we'll take off Saturday, Sunday, Monday. We'll probably lift Monday, but then get back in the gym Tuesday and start working on our stuff. But I'm really proud of these girls. Our girls were upset in the locker room too. It was like dead quiet, between T getting hurt and the way we played and the type of game it was. And I said, girls, we're champions. Yeah. We're at least tied for first place, and that's a good thing. And I'm really proud of you guys. And you guys have worked really hard for me, and I appreciate it. And so let's not get too down.
Exactly. It's maybe overlooking that. Clinch a tie for the conference title. Something that hadn't happened in a long time around here. Even in the Kip around years, they won all those shootout titles, but the regular season title always escaped them. This is a big deal.
It really is a big deal. Are we 24 now?
Yeah.
Okay. I usually don't do this, but I actually got in the record books today. And a couple things. We've never won an outright regular season championship, and now we're going to do that, I hope. And then we're one game away from the longest win streak in RMAC history, 25 games, and 25 is the best streak. So we got, even though we've accomplished one goal, so to speak, we got some other things we want to do.
Well, let's talk some other positive things about tonight. Jasmine Johnson, just unbelievable, came in there, give you a lift when you needed it offensively tonight.
Yeah, I was teasing her second quarter and the halftime and third quarter. She just kept making plays. I said, boy, I'm sure glad I didn't cut you.
Yeah, exactly.
I kept turning the team. I said, sure glad we got Jasmine Johnson on our team. She's so unassuming, too.
Right.
And she just goes out there and makes plays. And, she doesn't play great every night, but she just, God, how can you not like a kid like that? That's so unassuming, just wants to be part of the team and just wants to help the team. I'm glad she's on our team.
And then I thought somebody else, I thought it was a little too much to say maybe she's in a little bit of a slump, but I thought Lauren Hine came back and played with a lot of fire tonight, especially on the boards.
Yeah, she first quarter on the boards, she still was struggling a little bit offensively, but the third quarter, that's the best she's played in a while, and I was starting to worry about her. So I hope this is a springboard to her finishing strong. It's a long season.
Right.
Some kids handle it better than others, and the old sophomore slump, so to speak.
Yeah, exactly.
And she's such a great kid and works so hard, and she's so important to our team, particularly on the offensive rebounds and guarding. I hope she starts really doing it on the offensive end, too.
All right, well, congratulations. I know you want to go get with your player there with Tule. So we'll come back. We'll talk to Jasmine right after this. Fox Sports Pueblo. And welcome back to Massari Arena. Thunderbolts win the ball game 69-45. And joining us now, the star of the game, Jasmine Johnson. Another great game off the bench. They got a Sixth Man of the Year award in the RMAC on the women's side. I think you've got it hands down there. 19 points tonight, 7 of 12 in the field, including 3 3-pointers, a couple of free throws tied in, a couple assists as well, and a steal. Not a bad night. Well, let's talk about your ball game. Sometimes when you come into the game, do you sense it when you come in and say, the team needs a little spark? Is that what you feel like your role is, or you just want to come in and keep things going the way it is?
I just come and give everything I can to it. Sometimes they need more than other nights, and tonight I guess was one of those nights, and I had a good game.
Well, I talk about your game kind of unconventional in some respects, but people, when they give you time, they back off you, that's, I like to say, loading up the rifle. Because you can shoot that shot when you have the time to do it. It's almost automatic when you're sitting there wide open.
Yeah, I've been working on it because, in the past couple of days it hasn't been doing too well, but tonight I'm glad I could get my rhythm and knock it down.
And the other thing we love about you is your fearlessness driving into the hoop. Sometimes you get stuffed, get knocked down, but you get right back up, you take it right back in there again. That's a good mindset to have.
Yeah, last year I didn't play much, and Coach told me that I need to be more aggressive, so that's basically the mindset I have all year. Even if I'm not doing so good, just be aggressive, and, it'll come.
Yeah, the next play is always going to be the greatest one, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. That's a good mindset. I'm hoping my next broadcast is the greatest one, that's for sure, after this one. But, let's talk about this week. It's kind of a tough week for you guys. You guys got to feel a little bit tired after playing 2 on the weekend. You really get the 1 day off. Yeah. And then you're right back at it today. Now you got to travel again. Just got to hope to just get through this week, right?
Yes.
Plus you got schoolwork to deal with.
I know. My brain is hurting right now. we haven't had much practice because we're trying to rest because we keep going back to back on these games, but we're just just going to stick to what we know and keep pushing, and hopefully we'll come out with W's for the week.
All right, congratulations on a great game tonight. I'll see you on the bus on Thursday, 6 o'clock.
Yes.
Don't be late.
Happy birthday, Mr. Moore.
There you go. Jasmine Johnson, the star of the game. Back with more right after this on Fox Sports Pueblo. And welcome back to Massari Arena. Thunderwolves win the ball game tonight, 69-45. Let's give you a recap of the way the game went here tonight. We got a little extra time tonight before the men's game starts, so we'll give you a little women's recap. Thunderwolves fell behind early 2-0, but they came back, scored 7 in a row, and they never trailed after that. They got to the lead as 8 at the end of the first quarter. Had the lead to as many as 13 at 31-18. Highlands made a brief little run, but then the Thunderwolves countered it with 5 in a row of their own. Led at 36-23 at halftime. Got the first 6 of the second half to lead at 42-23. Highlands countered with 4 in a row to get it to 42-27, but that's when the Thunderwolves ripped off 10 in a row, and it was pretty much all she wrote for after that as they just kind of traded hoops the rest of the way, and the Thunderwolves ended up winning the ball game 69-45. The big news tonight, Csu Anderson with an injury to her right foot or ankle. She's on her way for x-rays. If we get any news the rest of the night, we'll pass it along, but tough situation. We'll just see how she comes out of that. When she left the ball game, she had 8 points. Kind of a harmless little play. She was kind of driving through the lane, dished the ball off, and then all of a sudden went down in a heap along the baseline. So I don't know if she stepped on somebody's foot or went to make a cut after coming out of there. But just have to watch the Stretch Internet feed replay later to see if we can figure out exactly what happened here. The totals tonight for the Thunderwolves: Jasmine Johnson, 19 points to lead all scores, 7 of 12 from the field, 3 of 5 from downtown, 2 of 2 from the free throw line. Molly Rohr in double figures. She had 10. After that, Hine with 8, Anderson with 8, Angie Moore with 6, Cunningham with 4, Long with 3, Valleos with 2, Beagley with 3, Adams with 2, Katie Jones off the bench had 4. 24 of 61 from the field were the Thunderwolves. That's 39%. They were 6 of 26 from downtown. That's 23%. 15 of 23 from the free throw line, or 65%. For Highlands tonight, their leading scorer was Kaylin Schaefer. She had 11. Ari Baca and Groulet had 7 apiece. Woodruff with 6. Ashlyn Trio came out the bench with 6 as well. 15 of 49 they were from the field. That's 31%. 4 of 19 from downtown. That's 21%. 11 of 20 from the free throw line. Thunderwolves doubled them up on the board tonight, 52-26. Hine with 9. Cunningham and Long with 8 apiece. Johnson and Beagley had 7. Leading rebounder for Highlands, 6 tonight for Valencia. 14 assists for the Thunderwolves on their 24 made baskets. Cunningham with 4 to lead the way there. Johnson and Beagley with 2. I should mention Moore came on the bench and had 3. 2 assists for Tuapuata and Valencia to lead the way for the Cowgirls. 17 turnovers for Highlands, 16 for the Thunderwolves. Thunderwolves had 14 steals tonight, 4 of those by Csu Anderson before exiting. Angie Moore with 3. Got a net Valencia and Groulet with 2 steals apiece for Highlands. Thunderwolves win the ball game 69-45. We'll come back. We'll talk with Ralph Turner as we wind our way toward tip-off of the men's game. Thunderwolves basketball on Fox Sports Pueblo.